What's going on, Michael 918? Just right here, just chilling, bro. Just thought I would go live and tap in with people, see how you guys been. It's been a few days since I went live, and there's a lot of shit going on. There's so many things happening. Let me turn my music down here. I have my tunes on right here. There's so much shit going on in the world, you know what I mean? Like, the world of entertainment, there's always some bullshit there. There's always some bullshit on the news. There's always some bullshit with the next door neighbors. There's always a bullshit with motherfuckers down the street. We need to start tightening up our communities. You know what I'm saying? We need to start tightening up our communities for sure, because I believe what's coming down the pike is nothing short of, you know, people of course ain't gonna believe it. They don't ever want to believe what's in their face. You feel me? Sometimes it's hard for people. Not everybody's a free thinker. Not everybody has an open mind to think for themselves as much as they can, because I know none of us can truly think 100% for ourselves with everything that we've been indoctrinated with throughout the years since we were kids, right? We've had to like unlearn a lot of shit. And I believe that somebody missed. I believe that I just believe that they're playing a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? I believe that there's a lot of bullshit going on, and they want to distract everybody with bullshit. So sometimes I drown myself with the sports because I'm just on overload all the time. You know what I'm saying? When your brain's on overload all day, sometimes it's hard to sleep with all the shit that they got pumping out, you know, through the air, and it's just a lot. So a lot of people are getting taken for a ride right now. A lot of people getting taken for a ride. I believe that everything that's going on right now that everyone's talking about, whether it comes from sports, whether it comes from the news, whether it comes from entertainment, whatever it comes from, whatever they're talking about is all controlled by the same people, the same industry, let's say, right? Yeah. What's up, bros? Who? Yes. Oh. I'll be done in a few minutes, though. Fucking got bit by a baby spider or something. Right here. It fucked me up. Look like a vampire got me and shit though. And them days are long gone. But yeah, when it comes to the Raiders, though, you know, the reports that's coming out is that it's more and more visible that O'Connell is going to be the guy. Adams loves him, right? Devontae Adams loves him. All the guys on the team love him. They love his toughness. They love his tenacity. They love how he's vocal. They love how he's tough. They love his work ethic. They love that he's, no matter what has happened in his life, he's managed to stay strong mentally and persevere and move forward. And as a quarterback, like we've touched on in other videos before, as a quarterback in the NFL, one of the most important things that a quarterback should have is a strong mind and the ability to just move forward and stop thinking about what just happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was, bro. And if you remember, I don't know if you've seen some of my older Raider videos when I was talking about him, and I was talking about how McDaniels basically had him in a box. He told him, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. I don't want you running. I want you staying in the pocket no matter what. I don't want you running. I don't want you scrambling. I don't want you, you know. I was saying that because Hondo was talking about it months ago, but a lot of people didn't want to listen to Hondo. They're just like, oh, they forget that he's an insider. He's not a dude making a podcast to make money off of it. This is what he does, and he does it for free. You feel me? So guys like me, we've been knowing this for months already. And when I seen O'Connell last year, the game where he threw the 4 touchdowns was against the Chargers, right? And people are going to be like, oh, well, it was a slaughter, and it really wasn't a game, this and that. Those guys on the other side of that ball and on the other team get paid as well. So when we put those 60 fucking 3 or whatever the fuck, I forget, 63, right? That we put on those motherfuckers. Hey, that's an NFL game, bro. Scoring 60 plus points. The defense and the offense was clicking. That was just a taste of what's to come when the offense and the defense are clicking at the same time. Does it mean we're going to blow everybody out 63 to whatever? No, of course not. But it means we're going to be in a lot more games, and we're going to have a couple blowouts where we're on the top and not on the end, and not on the shit end of the stick, so to speak. Yeah, Aiden O'Connell has been working on a lot of his movement. He's a mobile quarterback. But we didn't see it last year. But if you go back to college, you can find some of his stuff that shows him moving, scrambling. The dude can run, he can move. But when you got a fucking coach telling you, like the way McDaniels was telling him, Josh McDukey was telling Aiden O'Connell, stay in the pocket, don't move. I want you to stay there no matter what and make it work from there. And then later on in the year when Bo Hardegree got the offensive coordinator job, when they canned Josh McDukey and Ziegler, then the system changed again. So Aiden O'Connell went through 2 system changes basically in the same year. He went through all kind of shit. McDaniels basically threw him out there to the wolves, dude. He threw him out there to the wolves to try to make him look bad. And if you see the way O'Connell played when McDaniels was still the coach versus when AP took over, you see there's a little bit difference in there. Because Antonio Pierce told him the same thing in a way. He just said, don't lose the game for us. Just don't lose the game for us. He really didn't say, I don't want you running, stay in the pocket. Not like that. He just said, don't lose the game for us. Don't take any crazy shots and something. So he was bottled up because he was still learning a complex offense that already had been changed already again. So now he's got a season under his belt. He's not a rookie no more. He worked in the offseason so hard on his mobility, on his accuracy, which was already good. And what people are going to see in these games when they see Aiden O'Connell is they're going to see a different quarterback. They're going to see a guy that was a steal in the 4th round. They're going to see a guy that was once a 7th round. Not 7th round. He was a 7th string quarterback at Purdue. 7th fucking string. Yeah. And I agree with you, Michael. And Devontae Adams don't sugarcoat shit. And he's told people that he loves Aiden and he feels like they have a really good shot with him. Because what he did as a rookie, dude, a lot of people shit on him and all that. They just don't understand football, right? And knowing a system and then the coaches you got, everything. And Josh McDaniels, I believe, just came to the Raiders just to set us back a couple of years. That's it. Because before he came, we were on a good path before they did that to Gruden, right? And then he came in and they just got rid of everybody and they just did all kinds. They got rid of Carr. They got rid of everybody and truly started rebuilding. And that was trash. Should have never done what he did. But we're not there anymore. We're here now. And the thing about being here now is hindsight's always 20/20. And Antonio Pierce is no dumb motherfucker. The dude's very intelligent. And not just in life, but in football. The guy is very intelligent and he knows his football and he knows his players. And I love the fact that we're underdogs because doesn't this sound like the classic Raider story? Right? We got guys from other places. We bring them in. We got our own guys. We got a new coach that's Raider Nation all the way. He's the Raider way. It's the only motherfucking way, not the Patriot way, not this way, not that way, not ese way, not ese puto way, but the Raider way. The motherfucking Raider way is the only way. And Antonio Pierce embodies that. Antonio Pierce is the Raider way. And it's rubbed off on all the players. Max Crosby is the Raider way. Believe it or not, the con man, Aiden O'Connell, is the Raider way. Zamir White, Jackson Powers Johnson. I mean, we could just Christian Wilkins, right? Jacorian Bennett, Trayvon Merrick, Marcus Epps, Spillane. The list goes on and on. These guys are all the Raider way. They are motherfucking legitimate Raiders. This is what you want in a Raider. And that's the energy that we need, right? Moving forward as a unit. And Antonio Pierce has brought that to the squad, right? When he took over. Yeah. There's still a lot of them still talking trash. They still don't want to listen to what Antonio Pierce is doing. They're like, fuck Antonio Pierce. We're going to fail. We're only going to win 3 or 4 games. Why didn't they draft a quarterback? Why didn't they this? Why didn't they that? I think that we have one of the best quarterback rooms in the league because you got a gunslinger like Aiden O'Connell. Yes, he's a gunslinger, and people are going to see more of that this year. Just watch that. You can bet your bottom dollar you will see more slinging that football with Aiden O'Connell than you didn't see last year or you never saw in college. This guy's confident. This guy can throw the ball. This guy's got heat. He's got velocity. He's got accuracy. The guy will do what he needs to do. And not only that, with the run game and the defense we're going to have, I just can't harp on it enough. I can't. But yeah, I see some of these podcasters out there, they're still talking trash about Aiden O'Connell. They're still talking about who the hell is going to get Devontae Adams the ball, who's going to get Brock Bowers the ball, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. While they're trying to figure it out, we got it figured out. While they're on the late train, we're moving forward. While they're sitting there trying to see what we're doing, we've already got it done. And I like that. I appreciate the way that Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco are moving forward as a unit. And, you know, a lot of the decisions that have been made, they've been really solid decisions. And as far as these Pro Football Focus and ESPN and all these other motherfuckers, they want to run their mouth talking about a bad grade in the offseason and this and that. It's the Raiders, man. Everybody hates us. That's why I don't care if you're a Cowboy fan or a Dolphin or a Niner or a Charger. You don't know what it is to be a Raider because everybody hates us. Nobody likes us. It's us against the world. It's the motherfucking black sheep, baby. It's the dark side. It's the misfits. It's the have-nots. It's the underdogs. That's what the Raider Nation is always represented. That's what we are once again. We're set up to persevere. We're set up to move forward and kick in that motherfucking door. Yeah, right? That's a good point, Michael. He played better than Bryce Young. And you know, to think about where he was drafted in the 4th round. Aiden O'Connell might be the one bright spot that we're left with once Ziegler and McDukey left. In the aftermath of the Ziegler, Josh McDukey campaign and regime, all we were left with and all we got that was worth the damn was Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to hang my hat on that. It was Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to say that right now and stand on that. Whether, hey, however it plays out, I'll stand on whatever the fuck I say. Boy, that cold water dripping on my arm out here. But I'm in the garage with the air on, so it feels good. But yeah, man. What the fuck was that? Oh, no. We got monsoon season out here, so the lightning and the thunder is starting to kick off. Yeah. Hey, man. And I know haters going to say, you're a Raider fan. What else you supposed to say? Everything's coming together at the right time. You can see it. You can feel it. You can smell it. I can taste it. I can taste the shit. It's in the air. It's the Raider Nation. It's what it is. And it's always going to be. There's only one motherfucking nation. Only one. Fat boy on a diet, I got you. Fresno's in the motherfucking house. What's up? That's my hometown. Born and raised in that motherfucker. Born and raised on the east side. Raider Nation. Oh, yeah. A lot of Raider fans in Fresno for sure, man. I had a lot of homies out there as Raider fans. Out here in Phoenix, ain't too many, but they do have a chapter out here. They have a couple places where they get together, and all the Raider fans, they all from California mostly. It's kind of like our own gang up out here. But yeah, it's, you know, I appreciate that Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco have taken their time to put this team together, and people can criticize, can say what they want. It might take us a couple of games to really get the offense, you know what I mean? Because they're learning a new offense. The players are learning it. The only one that's not learning a new offense is Devontae. So, Everyone else is. I have confidence that they're going to pick it up a lot faster than people give them credit for. Yeah, there's a lot of good shit happening, man, and they might sign another defensive player in free agency before training camp or around training camp time. There was rumors that were talking about Yannick Ngakoue might come back. Crosby really likes him. Yannick's a really good player. He works hard. Yeah, I think they're going to go after a defensive back too. If they make any signings when it comes to free agency before the season starts, definitely it's going to be a defensive back in there. I say it'll be a defensive back and another lineman, another defensive lineman. But yeah, man, it's it's going to be a good season, and it's something good to stick your head into and kind of forget what the fuck's going on. You feel me? Yeah, Trey Tucker. When I made a video about him, a month and a half ago or something, and I was talking about how he's also been working hard, dude, and he's mastered running the routes, dude. The dude's got quicker, he's faster. The guy's locked in. All these guys are just locked in. When you got guys like Devontae, and you got guys like Max Crosby, and you got guys like Christian Wilkins, that they're the leaders of the team and they work hard. And you got guys like Trayvon Merrick and Jack Jones that work hard. Everyone else that wants to be a part of that team, as well as Spillane, he works hard. All these guys that work hard, put the work in. You have to, if you're going to make that team, you're going to have to work just as hard and harder. So I love that they got the rest of the squad working hard. They got everyone in there. They got everyone working extra. They got everyone just going over the top. They ain't quitting. They ain't stopping. They're just a bunch of beasts in that motherfucker, and that's what's going to make a good fucking defense. Yeah, there ain't really nothing to talk about, so that's why I don't really come up on here, bro. Like right now, and I ain't talking about too much Raider stuff because there's only so much we can talk about right now. Everything's already been known up to the end of minicamp, you feel me? So there's some stuff that I like to talk about, but there really ain't a lot of content out there. It's just the same shit over and over again. If you turn on fucking Wi-Fi Weenie, he's talking about other teams and he's talking about other stupid shit. You turn into Mitchell Rans with chat. You turn into that weenie, he's got a jersey backwards, charging you $1,000 for it, talking about rumors all fucking day long, and backtracking, talking about shit we've already talked about. And it's just, it's like, hey, bro, like, there's only so much we can talk about, but at the same time, if you can't see as a fan or as a hater, if you can't see the energy that has infected the Raiders organization since Antonio Pierce took over, you just don't want to see. You just want to hate. You just want to be blind, and that's okay. That's fine. Take the big dildo out of your face so you can see nice and clear. Us Raider fans that know football, we know what's cracking. We know what we're about to do. We're not worried about it. We ain't tripping. We ain't sitting there. Like, people could say whatever they want. It don't make me mad when they're like, Raiders suck. I'm like, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's just, it's one of those things, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit up here. Yeah. Hey, man. It's Josh McDukey should have never been the head coach of the Raiders, dude. Should have never had anything to do with the Raiders. They should have never, in my estimation, when Chucky was booted out and that happened to Chucky, what they should have done is they should have promoted from within, right? Bisaccia. Should have kept Bisaccia. Knowing that, though, in that experience, like the players that are still here that were there during that fucking year when Bisaccia was there and all that happened with Gruden, they've learned a lot. They've come through a lot, like Crosby and Hobbs and all these guys, right? And it's helped them grow tremendously. And it's helped them be the players they are now. And it's helped lay the foundation for mentally tough players and a mentally tough football team on the offense side and on the defense side. Both sides are going to be mentally tough because we've got players on that foundation on both sides. Colton Miller, Andre James, Dylan Parham, you know what I mean? Devontae Adams, even though he was there after, but he's a mentally tough player already. You got guys like Brock Bowers, who you can see already that motherfucker's mentally just locked in. That dude's going to be a fucking beast. I wouldn't be surprised if that dude led us in receiving this year. It doesn't mean Devontae and everyone else going to have an off year. It just means that that's how fucking explosive the offense is going to be. And I love that people are counting us out. I love that motherfuckers are saying the Raiders ain't shit. I love that they're hating. I love that they're talking crap, because sooner or later, motherfuckers got to eat those words. Yeah, man. Hey, it's you know, I'm glad that we're not there anymore. I'm just glad that we're not where we were last year, that we've got through that, and now we can see some improvement. Now we can see some improvement with the young players. Now we can see jumps. Now we can see leaps in players. We're going to see O'Connell take a leap. We're going to see Mayer take a leap. You're just going to see Jackson Powers Johnson come out the gate like he's been in the league 10 fucking years. And that's how I feel. We're going to have some players like Trey Tucker, Jacoby Myers, even some of these younger receivers, right? Tulu and them. Those guys are going to make breakthroughs. I mean, fucking Dylan Lobby, like these guys, this draft, bro, is one of the strongest drafts I think the Raiders have ever had. And I know that's neither here nor there to say right now, because we haven't seen a lot of the players play. We've just seen practice and only heard about them. But you can tell, man, if you played before and you've been around people, you can tell when a player's got what he needs to make it in the league. And a lot of these players that we drafted, they got that. Damn, yeah, you're a hardcore old school OG Raider, bro. I've never witnessed us win a fucking Super Bowl yet. I became a Raider fan in 1989, and I haven't witnessed anything. I just remember the Super Bowl that year when we got our ass kicked by the Bucs. I was fucking pissed off. I really thought we had it that year. We had a really good squad. We were tearing shit up. Our offense was unstoppable. Our defense was beast, and we got fucked by the fucking Patriots, right? That's why I wouldn't want shit to do with those motherfuckers. Yeah, definitely. They're, and that's why I think they're going to get the best out of those players that we drafted, is because they fit the scheme on both sides of the ball so well. Yeah, I've heard that too. And down there in LA, the seats are they're not really that good. I've heard that shit before. Yeah, everything's going to depend on how good O'Connell plays on the offensive side of the ball. No doubt. But I think once we see that first handoff and Zamir's gaining 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 yards, and then we see that first play action and O'Connell's hitting fucking Devontae over the middle for like 25, 35, I think, because really we don't got many questions on defense. We feel our defense is ready to go. We added a dope piece. We lost a couple of players, but I believe what we added on the defensive line makes up for all that, because you're going to put more pressure on that quarterback, and he's not going to have that much time, and a lot of balls are going to be getting forced out there, and they're going to be getting tipped and picked off and the whole fucking nine. And yeah. And I think Minshew's a really good quarterback, bro. I think he's a really good quarterback. And I think on any other situation, if it was two quarterbacks coming in the same year, like it would have been Minshew and another quarterback coming in and fighting it out for the job, I think Minshew would win it. But because O'Connell's been here already and he's more familiar with Devontae and he's more familiar with the offensive players and the team in general, and he's already taken charge like as a leader overall, that's one of the main good qualities that they like in him, and that's the reason why he will be the starter. Right? How come we couldn't have that all together? We had Carr that would be able to score points here and there, but our defense couldn't stop nobody. Then now we're having trouble with offense, and our defense last year, the last half of the season, finished what? Top 5 or something like that? Because we were like first. No, wait a minute, I'm tripping. The last half of the season, we were number 1. We finished top 10 overall. And a lot of people are sleeping on that. Yeah. And I think Minshew might be a better athlete, bro. But I think for the way that they're going to run that offense, don't be surprised when you start seeing RPOs with Aiden O'Connell. Don't be surprised when you see run-pass option with Aiden O'Connell. Yes, Aiden O'Connell will be running that fucking ball. And you heard it here first. When you see RPOs with Aiden O'Connell, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Where was this at? Because Aiden O'Connell can run. The dude can move, dude. Yeah, the dude can move. He was just told by Josh McDaniels last year, he was just told, stay in the pocket. Don't move, don't run, don't scramble. I want you to stay in that fucking pocket. That's why he never moved. The information's out there. Everybody's been talking about it. He was told not to move. He was told to be a statue in that pocket and trust the offensive line, which we've seen at times really did him in, right? But you can see once AP became the coach, he gained confidence because AP didn't tell him that. Antonio Pierce just told him, don't lose us any games. Yeah, and people are going to flip out when they see Aiden O'Connell running the fucking ball for 8 or 9 yards on the fucking, on an RPO. But that's going to help the running game. That's going to help the passing game out so much more because they're not going to know when you're doing the RPO. Is he running? Is he passing? It's going to have guys frozen. It's going to allow our receivers on a pass play to get open a lot faster. It's going to allow the running game. It's going to allow our running back to pick a hole a lot quicker because defenses are going to freeze. So you put a lot of strain on the defense and make them react. And not a lot of defenses are good at that. There's only about, a handful of defenses that are good at reacting to the RPO. What's up, Big Mo? What's up, Big Mo? Michael 918. This fat boy on a diet. Yeah. And when you see, bro, when you see O'Connell in the shotgun or under the fucking center and he's doing an RPO, pulling it and throwing it, or pulling it and running it or handing it off, you're going to be like, damn, they're running the offense like if we had Lamar Jackson. But you don't need Lamar Jackson to run that offense and be successful. What you need is a good offensive line, a good running game. That's all you need. That's what the Ravens do. Yeah, exactly. Same thing if you can even go back further than that. You can go with like John Elway or Joe Montana. They weren't the fastest quarterbacks, but they had really good footwork. And if they had to, they would scramble once in a while. They would get out when they had to. But for the most part, what did they do? They stayed in the pocket and they threw from the pocket. Because I don't care what anybody says. Everybody keeps wanting this Patrick Mahomes and they want the Lamar Jackson and that's not the way everybody's going to win. You get a good O-line that can protect the quarterback. 9 times out of 10, you can put almost any quarterback back there that's serviceable, and you give him time, and he'll carve up a defense if he's got good weapons and time. Yeah. The con man, Aiden O'Connell, did exactly what he had to do. He worked so hard. He worked on his footwork. He got some weight training in, worked more on his accuracy. The dude just looks like a different player. Yes. And I believe he's going to have that this year, bro. I believe he'll show that because our O-line's going to be so much better. So he's not going to be panicking back there like sometimes it might have looked like he was here and there. And to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to see him having to scramble very much back there when he's dropping back in the pocket. I think when you see him running more often than not, it's going to be a design play. I think it's going to be a design play. When we see him running, more than probably 80% of the time, when we see him running this coming year, it's going to be a designed RPO. It's going to be a design play. I think we're not going to see much of him scrambling back there, running for his life, because I have that much confidence in the O-line. Dylan Parham moving to the right side to help Thayer Munford is going to be huge. That solidifies the whole right side. And then you got Jackson Powers Johnson on the left side with fucking Miller, who's been a beast, and James, who's gotten a lot better. That line is just going to be a great cohesive unit, and it might even be one of the top 5 lines that we've probably ever had when it's all said and done. We haven't had that good of a line that it could be since we had made it to the Super Bowl in 2002. Because that offensive line, they played every game together up until Super Bowl when Barry Robbins, they ruled him out. Because all that shit that happened. Yeah, you're right, Big Mo. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of RPO pulling it down, dumping it off over the middle to Devontae, to Bowers, to Mayer, to Tucker, even RPO fake and then throwing deep on something. It's going to be working all over the place, and that's what we want. You want the element of surprise on every play. You want to have a little bit of that without having to do trick plays and shit. You know what I mean? There you go. There goes, then bam, suck you in, right? Suck the defense in with that, and then boom, over the top. And we got a couple of more speedsters this year that should help us out. So it's going to be a very, very interesting season. And, hey, like I say, man, yeah, keep that defense off balance, and it's all day long. Especially when you got guys like Devontae and you got guys like Myers and Bowers and Mayer, Tucker. You know, you got Zamir running the ball and catching passes out the back. You got Amir Abdullah doing the same thing. You know what I mean? It's the run pass game is, to me, is going to be unstoppable. It's going to be like when we had Wheatley. You know what I'm saying? We had Wheatley and we had fucking Charlie Garner and we had Jerry Rice and we had Tim Brown and we had Ricky Dudley, right? And our offense was just unfucking stoppable. And Ricky Dudley wasn't even that good of a player. He was just an athlete, to be honest, right? He was like one of the biggest, fastest tight ends we had seen up to that point. He was like a look to the future. But I have real high confidence in the defense as well. The defense, man. The defense is going to put so much pressure on offenses, going to create so many turnovers. There's so many opportunities for our offense. And like I said, what we saw last year against the Chargers when we blew them out is perfection. Is if we play a perfect game, we're going to blow teams out. We're going to be scoring 40, 50 points. Easily. Because when you got the defense chiming in with maybe 7 to 10 points a game, the offense really don't need to score that much when you have a defense like that. And that's the kind of defense I believe the Raiders can have. Yeah, that's what sucked fucking with Ricky Dudley. He used to drop a lot of fucking passes, man. I remember that motherfucker, right? 6'5", 265 or some shit like that. And the motherfucker was big, huge, but he never amounted to his full potential, man. But the Raiders got the best out of him when they had him. Rich Gannon and John Gruden and that offense, they got the best out of him of what they could with what he had, right? But this offense, man, can be great. The defense is going to be even that much better. We pray to the football gods. Al Davis, keep our guys healthy. Keep our players healthy. Keep the coaches on the up and up. Add a couple players if we need to. Beefing up this motherfucking team. Beef up that mentality. Yeah, he would drop easy passes all day. I remember that. Thank God we don't got those Ricky Dudleys no more. Thank God we got guys like Michael Mayer, Money Mike, Big Mike, whatever you want to call him. And we got ballin' ass Brock over there too. We got 2 fucking ballers as tight ends. You're going to see a lot of mixture of the way the fucking Patriots, when they had fucking Hernandez and Gronkowski, right? But you're going to see a little bit difference in it because of the RPOs, because of the ability to throw deep over the top. You're just going to see an offense that's going to open up a can of motherfucking whoop ass. You're going to see an offense that's going to take no prisoners. You're going to see an attacking offense, not a retreating offense. Not an offense that's playing on its heels, but an offense that's punching you in the fucking mouth. That's right. ill intention and pain. Just like AP says, that's what us Raiders love. Us motherfucking hardcore Raider fans, we love that mentality. Because football is not a soft sport. Football is a man's sport, right? And if you're not going to be tough on that field, you ain't going to win very many games. Starts with a strong mentality. It starts with great camaraderie. It starts with great coaching, great players. It starts with a great ownership, a great organization. When Al Davis said, the greatness of the Raiders is in its future, he was talking about right now. He was talking about right motherfucking now. He didn't know what he was going to look like in terms of who the coach was going to be or what the players' names were going to be, but he knew sooner or later the foundation that he built, it would come back full circle, and that the Raiders would get their shit together, and that we would be back playing big-time football, big-time games, and punching motherfuckers in the mouth, kicking asses, and taking no motherfucking prisoners, kicking the dog, and whooping the cat's ass, coming in, not giving a fuck like a Raider really does. That's just how it is. That's just how the fuck it's got to be. That's Raider Nation football, baby. That's Raider Nation football. I mean, like I said, when I look at Max Crosby and I see his energy and the way he goes about his business, I see Lyle Alzado in him. I see the motherfucking John Matuzak in him, right? I see the assassin Jack Tatum in him. I see fucking Atkinson. I see Via Piano. I see all these old school hardcore fucking Raiders in one dude. That's what Max Crosby looks like to me. And when you see Brock Bowers, it's the same thing to me. Like I see Todd Christensen. I see Ghosts all over again. And don't forget Zach Miller, baby, all over again. It's like Michael Mayer, Zach Miller, and then we got motherfucking Ghost to the post on the other side. It's just weird, right? It's just weird how things come full circle. You know what I mean? And I'm just pumped. Right? Raiders, straight the fuck up. Hey, Raiders take no motherfucking prisoners. We're the black sheep. If you ain't here yet and you try to make your way, welcome to the motherfucking dark side. We don't just take anyone in. We only take the motherfucking best and the worst and all in between. If you need a change in your life, if you need to be a part of a family, you need to be a part of a brother and sisterhood, come on over to the dark side. Come fuck with the Raiders. Come fuck with the Raiders, Rawport and Mitchell Benz. Come fuck with Raw&Uncut. Come fuck with us. Come fuck with us and find out. Hey, you either come fuck with us and you join the motherfucking misfits, or you come fuck with us and you get kicked in your biscuits, motherfucker. That's how I feel about that. Oh, yeah. Man, that lemon water is so fucking crispy, I swear to God. But, man, I can sit here and talk about the Raiders all day. And, I'm not going to do like Wi-Fi weenie, oh, my Derek Carr, oh, my John. We're not going to do that lame-ass shit. We're not going to do, oh, welcome to Chat Sports City. We got rumors. No, we're not going to do. We're not going to wear our fucking jerseys or our pants backwards for fucking easy access como esos putos over there. We ain't going to do that. We ain't gonna do none of that shit, okay? Milton, hey, what's up? Milton Amaya, what's up, Milton? What's cracking, guys? Everybody that's up in here, what's cracking, man? Hey, like the video and drop a comment. Let's see what it is. Yeah, Big Mo, you're definitely, you know your football, bro. You're definitely on your shit, man. Yup. Hey, and that's the goal, is to get motherfuckers off the field. Make them other players not want to play you. The way Ray Lewis used to intimidate motherfuckers, that's what we got to do. The way motherfucking Matuzak and Lyle Alzado, Howie Long, Greg Townsend, all them guys, fucking George Atkinson, right? The assassin, Jack Tatum, Phil Viapiano, the way they intimidated motherfuckers, that's exactly what we're going to do. And that's exactly the way Antonio Pierce wants to play football, because that's the Raider way. But all these other teams that have adopted it over the years, the long pass, the being nasty on defense and being mean and all that, that was original Raider football. We were the only team that used to be like that in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 80s, right? We were just fucking crazy and sick with it. And then every other team started adopting that, stealing shit from Al Davis to make their fucking teams, you know, to make their teams good and make their teams fair, right? And maybe win championships, just like the Niners did with Bill Walsh. Bill Walsh even said on video that he took a lot that he learned from Al Davis and he brought it to the Niners when he became the head coach. And he implicated a lot of the Raider style of football into that team. And what did they do? Right? You know what I'm saying? But just keep it a buck. A lot of motherfuckers have stolen from the Raiders over the years. Oh, yeah, man. Some Vaseline for sure. Some Vaseline for sure, bro. And, yeah, man, it's, I tell you what, man, I'm like, excuse my eyes. I know I'm all Chinese-eyed right now, but, yeah, you know, I just can't wait to see Kuntz coming off that edge. When they line up, you're going to see Crosby, Wilkins, Kuntz behind him, and you're going to see Tyree Wilson spread out way over here, and then you're going to see another defensive tackle right here, and then everyone else. How the fuck are you going to stop that? How are you going to stop that? How are you going to stop it when we line everybody up on one side? You just overload on one side, and you're lining up Crosby in a linebacker, middle linebacker position with other guys down, and Crosby standing up just fucking with a full running start over the fucking middle, or stunting, spinning around, doing something. The way that the new wrinkles and the new plays and everything that they've put into the defense, man. Yeah, healthy Wilson for sure. He's going to be a big key because I think that guy's got a lot to prove, bro. A lot of people were calling him a bust. They're calling him this. They're calling him that. The dude was hurt when we drafted him, right? The dude was straight hurt when we drafted him. He's fucking healthy now, and he was working all off season with Max Crosby. And if you're out there working with Crosby, bro, you know you're working. And you know when it's time to play, it's going to be time for motherfuckers to pay up. It's going to be time to pay the piper, baby. Yup. Old school fucking Buddy Ryan. If you remember, the old school 46, the Chicago Bears defense of 85, Buddy Ryan, Rob Ryan's dad, was the defensive coordinator. He invented that defense. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have a variation of that in these new packages that they got on defense. Because they got a few new packages on defense because Patrick Graham now is just opening up that playbook and adding all kinds of, they got, man, it's going to be fucking sick. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They came in too early, but hey, man, thank God they got some experience under their belt, and now they've been around a little bit. And I don't know why my camera's doing that, but there it is. Motherfuckers just focusing weird shit. But yeah, man, thank God that they got through it because it was a shitty situation. And what else would you expect with a head coach like Josh McDukey? It was a straight up dumpster fire full of shit. With Josh McDukey at the helm, the Raiders were destined for doom. With AP in the driver's seat, we are destined for greatness. The commitment to excellence lives within the Raider Nation. If you are not positive and you're not going to push this squad along, hit the fucking bricks. Get the fuck on, Felicia. Get the fuck on, bitch. Don't rain on our parade. Don't come over here and fuck around with the dark side because you will understand why it's called the black hole, motherfucker. You will understand. And that's why it's great having leaders on our squad on defense and offense to teach the younger players how to be a professional, to teach them what it takes to get to that next level and be great. And we got guys, it's crazy because I can't believe that we got Jackson Powers Johnson and Brock Bowers, both of them. Both of those guys had first-round grades, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Both of those guys had first-round grades, and we snatched both of them up. Bowers in the first, Jackson Powers Johnson in the second. And those guys are going to be starters on day one. And looking like beasts. Looking like straight fucking beasts. Straight up beasts. Pinches animales. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Raider Nation all motherfucking day. This is the black sheep. This is the dark side. This is the commitment to excellence that still lives within the nation. It doesn't live on chat sports. It doesn't live on Wi-Fi weenie. Those guys are worried about their fucking money. We don't get paid to do this shit. We don't make no money on this. We ain't trying to. We just love what the fuck we do. He is. Fat boy on a diet. Lobby's gonna fucking, man, that dude's gonna be Charlie Garner 2.0. Mark my fucking words. Charlie Garner 2.0 is Dylan Lobby. That's who he reminds me of. They keep saying Austin Eckler and that. Nah, fuck that. Yeah, he does the same stuff and all that, but he reminds me more of Charlie Garner. The way they're gonna use him, they're gonna use him the way they use Charlie Garner. More swing passes to get him moving full speed before he even catches the ball so he can make guys miss and be moving forward. You know, a lot of swing passes in the flat. Yeah, and Gannon was beautiful in that offense with Garner. And Gruden knew how to use Garner. He's like, the dude's got speed. He can catch the ball. He can run here and there between the tackles when we need him to. But the best thing he does is when he catches the ball in space and he makes guys miss, then he's off to the races. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what you're going to see a lot of with Lobby. You're going to see a lot of that, as well as with Zamir, but they're going to be running Zamir like a fucking workhorse. Up the gut, outside, all around that motherfucker. And you'll see Lobby as a change of pace back because, you know, Zamir's a bigger back. He's a stronger back, more powerful with some speed. And you know, the smaller fucking backs, the way that they're going to use them in them RPOs and all that, it's going to be gravy, man. It's just going to be so great, so dope. Oh, yeah. Have to lean back a little bit because I've got a motherfucking herniated disc in my lower back, and I got a bulging disc right here from 2 car accidents last year. So sometimes when I'm sitting like this, my back gets on fire, and I just gotta like. And then I'm good for another couple minutes. Yeah, man. But Raider Nation, I see you're fired up. Raider Nation, I see you're with the business. Raider Nation, we ain't fucking around on no bullshit. Raider Nation, when we hit them, it's got to be a full clip. No one and done. No bullshit, son. We're just taking over, taking what we want, kicking in the front door, waving in the 4-4. All you heard was Raiders don't hurt me no more. That's what's up, Michael, man. I feel you. I'm ready for them to get back to it too, bro. I'm ready for them to get back to it too, man. And we got to witness greatness. You know what I'm saying? Witnessing the Raiders at their best is unlike anything in sports, though. I don't care what anyone says. The Raider Nation is the deepest fan base of any sport, in any league, any team. The Raider Nation is the deepest fan base of any squad, in any sport, in any league, any team across the world. They're deeper than anything. And that I could stand on. If I could, I would. But, yo, you get what the fuck I'm talking about. It's, we're so deep. That's why it's crazy when we're all fucking fighting with each other, you know, the Raider pages. And you still see some trolls out there. You still see some motherfuckers talking shit. the Raiders this, the Raiders that. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. That's fine, bro. That's cool. I'm not in it with that. I'm not in it with that bullshit. We ain't coming with that bullshit. What we coming with is the truth. What we're coming with is reality. What we're coming with is what we see. And what we see is greatness on the horizon. What we see is money. I see money. I see money with Aiden O'Connell. I see money with Devontae Adams. I see money with our offensive line. I see money on the defense. I see money with Mad Max Crosby. I see money with Brock Bowers. I see money all around. I see money with AP. And when I see money, it's coming. It's fucking coming. Ain't nobody gonna stop it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get in front of it and put a halt to it, because when they get in front of it, it's cortinas, homie. It's curtains. You're just gonna get ran the fuck over the way it should be. That's what's up, bro. Good night, Raider Mo. Thank you for tapping in, brother. We'll see you next time. You're right. It's always jealousy because they ain't the silver and black. They don't have our history, and they never will. I don't give a fuck how many Super Bowls other teams win. They will never have the history of the Raiders. They will never have that outlaw mystique. They will never have the misfits. They will never have the dark side. They'll never have that commitment to excellence and the commitment to its fan base and the fan base's commitment to the team, to the organization. They will never have that loyalty. They don't know what it is to be a loyal fan. They don't know what it is to be family. They don't know what it is. They don't know the mystique, and they never will. They never will. But yo, on that note, guys, I'm about to step up out of here. Got a couple of things I got to take care of. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Raider Nation, I know you're ready. Raider Nation, I know you see me. Raider Nation, the future's looking bright. Make sure you put your fucking shades on. I'll put my Lokes on. I might not. I might put on my hard mics. But either way, it's necessary, because either way, it's our motherfucking time to shine. Either way, it's our time to grind, and it's our time to find the motherfucking promised land. Raider Nation, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Tune in once again. When you see me, we'll fucking chop it up some more. Until then, you know how the fuck we do it. There's only one motherfucking way.